Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Jeanette Byroad here. I'm a medium and channeler. Welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. Okay, so I forgot to mention yesterday in the card reading, definitely check out the podcast this week, which dropped yesterday. It's a beautiful interview with a wonderful trance medium healer that was actually one of my mentors in the beginning of my journey in mediumship. And I'm very excited that you can book with him through Avalon Spirit as well for healing. It's a beautiful podcast. He really kind of opens up as to how it works for him, the way that Spirit moves through him, and you can feel his passion and excitement for what he does. So definitely check out the podcast with Richard Lanigan. I think you guys will all really enjoy it. All right, let's see. This week I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So let's see what the cards have to share. Okay, this is so interesting, and I felt this in yesterday's video also. There is such a palpable energy this week of like, Spirit was saying that life is ripe for the picking. And I know they mentioned fruits of like harvesting your fruits too yesterday. There is this energy of like, get to it, go for it, make it happen. We had the leap card in yesterday's reading as well. And I gotta say, I feel it so much in the energy. Every time I tap into it, it's just this like really, really high-paced energy that my body is just like, what is this? But again, I want to say it's this high-paced energy of new, and I really like it. Even though the energy is a lot, and I feel like I keep having to catch my breath, it's still this like new frequency energy. So we really are in this really interesting new beginning energy this week. It is very, very tangible for me anyway, and I'm curious how many of you are feeling it as well. But to me, what I'm getting with this energy before I even start with the cards is there are a lot of alignments that may happen quite rapidly for you this week. It could be clarity of the mind, it could be synchronistic meetings, just these like divine interventions is what Spirit is saying, but really quickly and really in your face to really help you be on your best path. And I feel this so strongly right now. So I'm curious how the week unfolds for all of you, but the energy is so like, it's like a really fast moving river is how I feel it right now. It's like this rush of energy. So curious. I've cut the deck already, so let's see what the cards have to share. Okay, that makes sense. So does that. So does that. Spirit does not disappoint, which I absolutely love. Okay, so this energy that I'm talking about, first card out is Pillar of Light, and this says your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. This is exactly it. Our vibrations collectively, with everything we went through with the moon, whatever it brought up, whether it was a lot or just confirmations or whatever it was, your frequency is rising. The frequency on our planet is rising. It is palpable. It is the rushing river. Honestly, this card is a beautiful example of it. And this card has like waterfalls and rivers in it anyway. Spirit, they're just the best. Anyways, this is the energy that we're in. And so if you look in this card, this person is standing or floating essentially in the middle, recognizing how incredibly connected she is to everything. Everything. All the elements, the sky above, the earth below, and the ether that's all around everything. Totally connected in. That's the frequency that we're in now. So our manifestation is so much higher and faster. And it's really for you to kind of recognize how that works for you. What is that doing for you in your life? Because there are two action cards here for you, regardless of gender identity. These two cards are really significant. First one is, let's go with this one, the Priestess card, okay? The Priestess is really this energy of someone who recognizes this pillar of light energy within them. They're like, okay, I know that I'm tapped in. And whether you're tapped in a way where you're like, I'm a psychic medium or a healer, that's great. If you're tapped in a way of like, I know my personal power. I don't see spirits, but I know my personal power. Perfect, right? If you're tapped in a way that you're passionate to revolutionize something in the medical field, perfect. It's about you. This priestess energy of being tapped in is about you. And this card says, how are you being called to step up and lead? This is that energy of like taking that leap of, harvesting the fruits, things happening fast, using your own manifestation energy to help create these synchronistic meetings. Like you are an energy magnet right now. We all are, because we have this super high frequency moving through us. So this priestess energy is paired really nicely with this warrior woman card, because this warrior woman card says, have you answered your deepest calling? So we have you answered your deepest calling paired with, how are you being called to step up and lead? This is strong, strong energy here of you being in the driver's seat, you stepping up and doing something, you being in alignment with the capacity to do what it is you wish to accomplish. This is huge energy of like taking the bull by the horns. This is powerful because it is supported by this pillar of light energy. So what's really interesting is the energy is not going to slow down in the fall time, but the difference is we now stand in a position of power where we know how to utilize this energy better. So it's kind of like if we take that rushing river symbolism, where we once would have stood in the river just by ourselves and felt totally like overpowered by the river, we now have a very sturdy boat in that river, and we have the means to steer it, right? So we now get to use the force of the river to help us move to the destination we want, instead of the river just taking us over and like tumbling us in the depths, right? This is your personal power. So within your personal power, what do you wish to do about it? Maybe review some of the manifestations, the intentions you set over the full moon. Maybe make some new ones in this new energy. Definitely stand in that superhero pose for a little bit in this new energy to see how, in fact, this energy moves through you. What do you notice in your body with this energy? Does it make your heart rate go up? Does it make you feel a little bit whirly? Does it give you so much creativity when you tap into it? Whatever it is, get to know this energy, because it's going to work with each and every one of you in a unique way. But get to know it, see how it moves through you, and then you'll be able to see how you can make it work for you. And I want to say more than for you, it's like with you, right? There's something beautiful beginning here, and we can tap into it fully. So I will leave that with all of you. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. I do also want to remind you all that Cosmic Consciousness this week will be a recording. I haven't recorded it yet, but I will be. And the reason why is I find at the end of the day, I don't have a lot of energy left. And the funny thing about my energy tank is I get about a 2-minute warning to when it's done. So if I started Cosmic Consciousness and 15 minutes in, I got that 2-minute warning, it would just be done. And I don't want to leave you all hanging. So the next best thing I could do was record it. I'm going to record it in the morning, and then we'll send it out, and I'll have more energy. I could pause, I can edit if I need, and then you can still get the message, because there are some beautiful insights about this energy, about what's happening above and below and within. And Spirit really wanted me to bring that through. So I will be doing that, and also adding in a little bonus something there for you as well. So you'll see when you tune into Cosmic Consciousness, we will be sending it out by email, and I hope you enjoy it. So just wanted to give you all that heads up, and that's about it. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.